the Civil War Collectible channel. My name is Steve Munson and I am the Civil War Guru. And today we really have an exciting venue here. What you see in front of you is a collection from one family that spans from the War of 1812 through the Civil War. And the family is the Grandstaff family. And they're out of Shenandoah County, Virginia. The town is Edinburgh. Now, if you look at the first gun, and we're going to come in and get some good pictures of this. This rifle here was built by George P. Grandstaff. And he established a gun factory right there in that county on Stony Creek. That gun there was made for the War of 1812. This gun, and again I'll come back over here, as you see, it's converted to percussion, but it was a flintlock rifle, and that's what it would have been in the War of 1812. This is a magnificent rifle. The workmanship is real high quality. It has the full patch box on the back with the clover leaf at top. It's incised carve, and we'll get that on the back. The barrel is pinned on by what they call keys. Those square wedges that hold the barrel onto the stock. This is just a magnificent Virginia-made Kentucky rifle. It's absolutely spectacular. And then we're going to go up to the one above it, which is also made by Grandstaff. And that particular period there, which we'll call this a single screw lock, that was always made in percussion. And that there is they call it a valley gun. It was made in the Shenandoah Valley. And it was made about the 1840s. And it's a plain Jane gun, and that's what they had in the valley. It's similar to the gun makers in Tennessee, East Tennessee. We call them poor boys because they made them as basic as they could make them. And that's what that falls under, that category. Then the one above it was what they call a turkey gun. It has no accommodation for a ramrod, and this is the gun that did take out to the turkey shoots and shoot for prizes. It's strictly a bench gun. I call them turkey guns. And you ever seen the movie Alvin York? And they all shooting for the turkeys? That's the kind of guns they had. East Tennessee and East Virginia and West Virginia. So that's the three Kentucky rifles in their categories. Now, we said we're going to span to the Civil War. So in front of you, you see a cavalry sword, a Colt Army, and a holster. Now this grouping here belonged to Captain George J. Grandstaff. And he was with the 7th Virginia Cavalry and the 12th Virginia Cavalry. And of course, everybody wants to think that the Confederates strictly carried Confederate arms. But the cavalry was very smart, and once they captured somebody, or they'd go up after the battle, they'd pick up the Union weapons, which were far superior than the Confederate-made counterparts. So what we have here is an early 1860 Army, made approximately 1861. It's a 23,000 serial number range. And we have his cavalry sword, which is made by Roby of Massachusetts, and both of these I will get 100% guarantee they were captured. And George Grandstaff did survive the war. I think his last rank was major. So I'm not going to go into all the little details on that. But this is what any appraiser loves to see, art collector. This grouping has been in the family since 1812. It's still in the family. And it will stay in the family. So for me, this is real exciting to see a time span from 1812 through the Civil War. And especially with the Virginia heritage. So the cameraman's going to get a few close-ups, and from the old Civil War Guru, have a great day. Bye.